We've been a leader in banking for more than 100 years. You'll find us here, at home, on your phone, and everywhere you go. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Sponsored by Renaissance Bank.
Good morning, Northeast Mississippi. This is Newsbreak for Thursday, April 6th. I'm Brad Locke. Thanks for joining us. You can catch Newsbreak each weekday at 7 a.m. Watch it on djournal.com, Facebook, YouTube, or the Daily Journal's mobile apps for Apple and Android devices. Going to take a quick look at news, sports, and weather for Northeast Mississippi, and we'll start with the Weather Underground forecast. For today, going to have partly cloudy skies, a high of 64 degrees, low of 42, just a 10% chance of rain. The 3-day outlook Friday, clear skies, high of 66, low of 38, 0% chance of rain. More of the same through the rest of the weekend. Saturday, clear skies, high of 72, low of 47, 10% chance of rain. Sunday, clear skies, high of 79, low of 52, and a 0% chance of rain. Let's take a look now at some of the top stories from the Daily Journal and djournal.com on this Thursday. Thousands of college students in Mississippi will receive less financial aid for the upcoming academic year. The state legislature, which has had to slash budgets because of sluggish revenue collections, has cut the amount of financial aid that about 3,400 students will receive for the 2017-18 school year. Near the end of the recently completed 2017 legislative session, language was placed in the student financial aid funding bill to prohibit students from being awarded more than one state-supported tuition assistance grant. The state has multiple programs that provide financial assistance for students to attend college, and in the past, students could stack or use more than one of the programs as long as they qualified. The change to the financial aid program is expected to close a funding gap of about $3 million for the upcoming year. College enrollment in Mississippi has gone up, which has meant an increase in demand for state aid. The state's financial aid program was cut $1.1 million, or 2.8%, for the upcoming fiscal year, which starts July the 1st. Funding is about $10 million short of what's needed to fully fund all aspects of the state's financial aid programs. A recycling club gives some Tupelo Middle School students a chance to socialize while helping make their school a little greener. Once a week, students in Cassie Swoop's self-contained special education class walk the halls of TMS with a large recycling bin, collecting recyclables from each teacher's classroom. The large recycling bin, plus recycling bins for each classroom and trash bags, were purchased with a $1,000 grant from the Mississippi Recycling Coalition. TMS history and geography teacher Anthony Golding procured the grant because he wanted the students to recycle. Swoop saw an opportunity to make recycling easier for teachers and benefit her students. Swoop said her students collect approximately 250 pounds of recyclables per week. They pick up during teachers' planning periods, and Swoop said they often spend a few minutes visiting with teachers after collecting their recyclables. In addition to allowing the students more social interaction at school, Swoop said the activity gives them responsibility and purpose. Well, Trent Harmon is coming home this weekend. The last American Idol winner is headlining the annual Amory Railroad Festival. He'll kick off the weekend's entertainment today at 6:30 p.m. on the festival's main stage in Frisco Park. The life of a national recording artist is a busy one, but Harmon said he wanted to make sure he got back home to Amory for the festival, which he has rarely missed. Besides playing music for all of his hometown supporters, Harmon will visit the Amory Regional Museum to view an exhibit featuring himself. Harmon has been traveling the country promoting his music, including his first single, There's a Girl. He's also working on his first full-length album, which he said is about 2/3 complete. As with his debut single, Harmon has contributed songwriting credits to more than half of the album's 8 completed tracks. He said the album will ultimately have 11 or 12 songs. And in sports, Ole Miss players are high on new defensive coordinator Wesley McGriff. Sure, it's only spring practice, but the Rebels say they've seen early improvement thanks to McGriff's new schemes. The defensive backs in particular are excited about the changes. Sophomore Miles Hartsfield, who's been moved from rover to cornerback, said McGriff's methods have been a, quote, a wake-up call, and he said he's never had a coach push him to reach higher levels the way McGriff has. Hartsfield said this year's secondary is faster and more aggressive than last year when the Rebels struggled in all phases of defense. They're ranked 100th or lower nationally in total defense, scoring defense, rushing defense, and red zone defense. The pass defense wasn't as bad, but it wasn't great. Hartsfield said the secondary has a better work ethic this spring. That's it for Newsbreak on this Thursday. We do want to remind you to check out a couple of the podcasts we produce here at the Daily Journal and the Memo, all things Northeast Mississippi, with myself and W. Derek Russell. You can check it out every Wednesday and Friday. You can find it in iTunes, any of your podcast apps, or at memo.djournal.com. So be sure to check out Wednesday's episode. We visited with Caleb Badillion talking about the recently approved Police Advisory Board in Tupelo. Bobby Harrison caught us up to date on the state legislature, which just wrapped up the session last week. Thomas Wells talked about his In Focus photo essay, and Dennis Sid had an update on Contour Airlines. Also, check out Double Coverage, a podcast covering Ole Miss and Mississippi State sports with Parrish Alford and Logan Lowry. New episodes coming every Thursday, so look for a new episode today, and you can find it in iTunes, any of your podcast apps, or at doublecoverage.djournal.com. All the stories I talked about today you can find in your daily journal or at djournal.com. We're on Twitter at djournalnow. Give our Facebook page a like as well. And that's it for Newsbreak on this Thursday. I'm Brad Locke. We'll see you next time.